Welcome back to me trying to fix the songs from Wish, a professionally made movie made by professionals. I've done this 3 times already. In case you haven't seen those, you can check them out if you want. I really appreciate all of your support on these videos. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. Today will be no different. I'm going to be taking a look at another Wish song. If you have not seen Wish, the songs they're not good. Today it is This Wish, which is the I Want song of the movie. I saved this one for last because I think it's the most, emblematic of the movie as a whole, or at least it should be. And yes, I did say last. I'm not going to do At All Costs and Knowing What I Know Now. And I guess I should explain why. I mean, I never even intended to do more than just that one song in the first place, but then everyone started being like, do more of it, do more, you stupid idiot. No, but Knowing What I Know Now is just, to me at least, just so like boring and flat, and it has such a strange cadence that I feel like it's just beyond repair. And At All Costs, I don't actually think is that bad. I don't know, apart from like some parts of Asha's verse, the song isn't that bad. I feel like I wouldn't change that much. So I don't know, unless you like really want it, I'm not gonna do the whole soundtrack, sorry. Anyway, we're gonna be ripping into This Wish. I'm gonna be telling you everything I don't like about it. I'm gonna be a crabby old man, and I'm gonna try and rewrite the lyrics to like be good, or I'm going to try to. I'll let you decide if it's good or not at the end. Okay, here we freaking go.
Isn't truth supposed to set you free?
Okay, not a bad opening line.
Well, why do I feel so weighed down by it?
Although I would change slightly how the rhythm of that one.
Well, why do I feel so weighed?
Well, why do I feel so weighed down by it? That's weird. Well, why do I feel so weighed down by it?
Open their eyes to all the lies, then would they change their minds like I did? But
I mean, I don't know who you think you are or what kind of song you're writing, but don't do that. And it's not like you can't deviate from the rhythm you've established, but it needs to sound good, and I don't think it does. Yeah, open their eyes to all the lies, then would they change their minds like I did? I'd say keep it simple in the first few lines of the song. Stick with the rhythm you have established.
open their eyes to all the lies, then would they change their
Also, the rhyme sucks. Lies then,
minds like
I did, buy it. It's like, it's not working. Okay, so what about like, if I could show them everything I've seen, do I dare to try it? Yeah, some like that.
But when I speak, they tell me sit down.
But when I speak, they tell me sit down. Don't you mean, like, quiet down? When someone speaks, that doesn't mean they're standing, though. I don't know, it's not terrible, but when I stand, they tell me sit down. There, that's better, right?
But how can I when I've already started running?
So hold on, both of those lines started with but.
But when I speak,
they tell me sit down.
But how can I?
But how can I? So it's like starting 2 sentences in a row with but is just strange. So I'd probably tweak that a little. And then the lyric, how can I when I've already started running? I don't know, saying I twice is also weird, like within the same line. But I'm done waiting. But I'm done waiting for a da-da-da-da-da. Waiting for a wish that's never coming. Okay, we like that.
Oh, this is where we've been, but it's not where we belong.
Oh, this is where we've been. I can tell what they were going for. This is the way we are living, but we deserve to live better, is what she's saying. I mean, I know that because I watched the movie, but I just don't know if the line, this is where we've been, really works. I look around me now. We're not where we belong.
I know I'm not wrong.
Okay, so that line I don't like, because it just makes Asha sound like a huge asshole. Like, what I know I'm not wrong. Bitch, you... Now, it gets worse when you think about, like, what has happened in the movie prior to this song. Because I think Asha actually is wrong. I think she is very wrong. But we're not even going to get into that. Let's just focus on what is here in this song. Like, why would you say that? I know I'm young, but also, I'm fucking right. So, fuck you. I may be young, but, I must sing my song. I won't hide this song. Something about a song I think is good. Because, like, yeah, I know I'm young, but I have these feelings that I have to get out. I have to sing about it. Not directly saying, I fuck you, I'm right, but just she has to like expression.
So I look up at the stars to guide me.
Good like hook of the chorus.
And throw caution to every warning sign.
Okay, and throw caution to every warning sign. Yeah, so that like sounds like it makes sense until you think about it for 2 seconds and you realize that it doesn't. Because if I am throwing caution to a warning sign, that means I am being cautious. It means I am showing caution to that warning sign, which is definitely the opposite of what this song is implying. She's just following her heart. So we need a line that shows that she's just does whatever she wants. And chase after every trail across the sky.
If knowing what it could be is what drives me, then
If knowing what it could be is what drives me. She's talking about the kingdom. If she knows what the kingdom could be. But that's still a strange way to put it, even though I know what she's talking about. Because the pronoun it is sort of, it's not giving the significance to the thing that should be significant, if you know what I'm saying. Like, at least use, like, we, if knowing what we could be is what drives me. But then, like, hold on, what's the next line?
let me be the first to stand in.
Then let me be the first to stand in line. I feel like the knowing what it could be is what drives me makes even less sense when it's followed by that. Like, they're almost connected, but not quite. Because when you say, then let me be the first to stand in line, it's implied that you're responding to something else that is implying the opposite of that, which is that no one else wants to stand in line, so let me be the first. That's not what the preceding line said, though. I hope I'm making sense here. It's a little bit off, and it's killing me. If no one else will stand beside me. Or no, wait, stand is already here. I'm not going to say stand twice. If no one else will rise up here beside me, then let me be the first to stand in line. See how that, it's more of a direct connection between those two lines?
Make this wish
to have something marvelous than... No, it's about that line, actually. I think it's fine. Now I make this wish. I'm not sure I love the hey, yeah, yes. I mean, can you think of another Disney, like, song that does that? Like, the lyrics stop and they just go, hey, yeah. It's a very pop thing to do. And if you didn't know, the soundtrack, it was written by pop writers, not musical theater writers. Alright, they did do that sort of in Friend Like Me, where he was like, but even then, it wasn't totally unrelated to the song, you know, because it was just the genie being goofy and silly. But this is just like Ariana DeBose vocalizing.
Yeah, I did what I was told when someone told me no. Now
I always did what I was told when someone told me no. You said told twice.
now I've got all of this freedom in my bones, but
I've got all of this freedom in my bones. I've got all of this freedom. Okay, so this is another lyric where it's like, I know what they were going for. She has this, like, desire to be free. But saying, I've got freedom inside my bones, sounds more like my bones are free, but it's just inside my bones where there is freedom. So if you're outside my bones, no freedom for you. You should say something more like, I have, I don't know, this passion or this energy inside my bones.
but I've still got the lid on, so it doesn't overflow.
You don't want the freedom to overflow from your bones. What?
'Cause I've got reservations. reservations and hesitations on where I should even begin.
So I've got reservations and hesitations. These all just sound like very unnatural things to say. I've got reservations and hesitations.
I'm past dipping my toes in, but I'm not, no, I'm not past diving in.
God, what a dog shit lyric. What?
But I'm not, no, I'm not past diving in.
I'm past dipping my toes in, but I'm not, no, I'm not past diving in. Weird sentence. Weird that they repeated the but. Oh, I'm not, no, I'm not. And then the pronunciation of past diving in.
No, I'm not past diving in.
And once more, it's weird to repeat dipping my toes in and then diving in. I don't know, it's not good. I'm gonna say like if I could shake away every hesitation. Maybe I could tell that that's coming in or moving in.
If I could just be pointed in any given direction on where to go.
If I could just be pointed in any given direction. Is that a thing people say? Do I know English? Do I know English? Hey man, I'm lost. Could you maybe point me in any given direction? I feel like this is the part where she should be talking to her dead dad more. She does do that at the end of this verse.
My head's held high the way you always taught me to.
Yeah, so she's talking to her dead dad, but I think there should be a little more of that. Like this is where she shifts to talking to him like, yo, please point me in the right direction. If you can hear me now, point me in the right direction, or give me a sign, something like that. What to do.
So I look up at the stars to guide me.
Yeah, so that repeats, and yeah, I didn't spend nearly as much time on this one as I'm a Star. And I've definitely spent way more time thinking about Wish than I ever thought I would. The movie's not very good, but at least we can have fun thinking about how good it could have been. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit more, do another revision, what the Disney forgot to do. And then as usual, I will be recording a little demo covered thing. So here is that. Actually, one more thing. As I was looking over the lyrics I had rewritten, I started watching other people's videos about the songs of Wish. And one of these videos from Aster Rhyme Master really stuck out to me because she said like a bunch of the exact same things I did, but with like a script. So really put into words what I was thinking. And then I realized that this person had actually emailed me like a couple weeks ago because they had seen my video about Wish. So I was like, hey, this person seems to know their stuff. And also they know who I am, so what if I get some help with this? So I DM'd her, she was down to get on a call. We talked about my rewrite. She gave me a lot of good ideas on how to improve it, but, well, I'll let me explain it. So, Aster and I just had a 37-minute long call where we talked about this song, and none of the audio got recorded.
I love technology.
Minutes. And I'm obviously not going to make you sit here for another 37 minutes and recreate the conversation we just had, so why don't you just go over the big bullet points we talked about just for the class?
Yes, okay, so the big bullet points that we went over were song structure. The problem with this Wish at its core is that it has no idea what it's about because it was written before the movie knew what it was about.
Oh yeah, that was a piece of information that I didn't know, and when you said that, I was like, oh, okay, so that's why.
So verse 1 should be Asha's status quo and the problem she has with that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to establish our setting, our narrator, and our problem. Yeah, people are dreaming big enough, and she knows that there's more out there, which is a common theme in I Want songs. And then the chorus is like the answer or the thesis to that problem, which is, I look up to the stars and I'm going to make this wish and I'm going to take action even if nobody else does. And then verse 2 is like a continuation of verse 1 more than it is a continuation of the chorus. The idea we came up with was to use specific examples of the problem she has. So, so-and-so used to dream about this and so-and-so used to dream about that, and now they don't. And then you go into the 4/4 section, which is, I guess, the bridge. Mm-hmm. And it's all leading up to that whole thing where it's like, oh, my dad's dead and that's supposed to be important. So the way you always taught me to is like the big final line before the chorus. You taught me these things, and because of that, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to make this big stand. We also talked a bit about rhythm. Switching to that 4/4 is not easy from 6/8.
And you have to, in 6/8, you have to You really have to go on the 1 and the 4.
You just have to be really on rhythm. Da 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 da. It's like a dance. You have to be very consistent with that rhythm. You can't play around with it as much as you can for 4/4.
Lin-Manuel Miranda does it well sometimes.
I have heard a few rap songs that use 3/4, 6/8, 5/4, 10/8.
And we also talked about it in comparison to How Far I'll Go, which you did in your video.
Yeah, so the difference is that How Far I'll Go does have that setup. What is it that Moana actually cares about, and what does she want? Which is, I know that there's more out there and I'm going to explore, and I want to rise above the expectations that I have for me right here. And then she goes into, you know, her whole big number. It's important to remember that a musical number is like, I'm having a big emotion. And when you have a big emotion, you're very focused on that one emotion. And the thing that this wish originally is missing is, what is it? Like, what is it about? What's the point? Why is this song the cornerstone of the movie? This is going to change the course of the story.
Yeah, so, and we went over a bunch of more minute details about the rhythm, but we don't have to recap that.
Anyway.
Everyone should go subscribe to Astor Rhyme Master on YouTube. What do you do exactly?
I talk about mostly Disney musicals, but really it's just the intersection of words and music.
Do you have any last words?
I've really enjoyed working with you, and I think you have a lot of potential as a young songwriter, and I really look forward to seeing how you grow in your YouTube career.
Thank you, and hope you have a good day.
Have a wonderful day.
I said that already, but have a good day again. And so, with Astor's sage words of advice, I came to a final draft of my lyrics. Now, from there, my plan was just to sing the song myself, just like I did the last 3 times. But the thing about this wish is that it goes, pretty high. And the thing about me is that I can't do that. So I quickly realized I had 3 options. 1, give up. 2, record the song myself, but it would just sound like total garbage. And 3, ask someone else to do it. So I went with option 3. Now the only question was, who do I ask? Luckily I didn't have to search for long, because if you can believe it, a third YouTuber by the name of Nim Aronel reached out to me because they had also seen my videos, and I looked at their channel and
My time, I've come too far.
holy shit, you're a good singer. So I invited her to the project too. I sent her the lines and she sent back just an incredible recording. At this point, this project has been in the works for like 2 months, and I'm really excited for you guys to finally see this triple collab. Please go check out Nim and Astor. I could not have brought my rewrite to life without their help. Okay, here it is.
I thought our dreams were meant to set us free. So why do I feel so heavy-hearted? If I could show them everything I've seen, what happens then? And do I dare to start it? Well, when I stand, they tell me sit down. But I'm done waiting on a wish that's never coming. I look around me now. No, we're not where we belong, and I may be young, but I won't hide this song. So I look up at the stars to guide me, and reach after every trail across the sky. If no one else will rise up here beside me, then let me be the first to stand in line. So I make this wish to have something more for us than this. So I make this wish to have something more for us than this. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. More than this, oh, wow. I've seen the fire inside you all aglow. What you could be, what you could do, the light that makes you whole. But there's a missing piece we buried long ago. Now there's an aching in my soul, about to overflow. If I could shake away every hesitation, if I knew where to begin, could I cut through the light eyes open up their eyes to see the truth again. If you can hear me now, I'm begging you for a sign. Just tell me how to make it through. My legs are shaking, but my head's held high. The way you always taught me to. So I look up at the stars to guide me and chase after every trail across the sky. I know there will be challenges that find me, but I can take them on one at a time. So I make this wish to have something more for us than this. So I make this wish to have something more for us than this. More than this, so I make this wish to have something more for us than